Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. We're picking up with this warrior run. Wouldn't be surprised if this video was 5 minutes long. This deck started out 0-2. Then we faced, like, I don't know, a hedgehog mage, rabbit mage, cute kitten mage. I don't know what you call someone who just really kind of rolls over and dies. And managed to get a couple more ones after that. Avatar the mage, I suspect, is going to put up a little more of a fight here. Wow, this is like one of the best opening hands I've had in a while. It actually has tons of playable stuff here. Gonna mulligan this Spellbreaker. I don't think it's actually that powerful on turn 4. Screwjank Clunker. Man, does that sound to anyone else like something vaguely dirty? Like, hey baby, what do you say we go back with my Screwjank Clunker, have a little bit of fun? I don't know. So anyway, I will coin out these spiders because I don't mind taskmastering them, yeah, so that they can trade in to something. The alternative, of course, was just to play them after the opponent plays a 2-drop. And I will look dumb if she has a slow start and doesn't have anything here, but you typically expect in the arena for the opponent to have something on turn 1 or turn 2. There's the Puddle Stomper, so doesn't actually matter how I do this, whether I run in them first, or whether I could play this thing, that makes no sense. So yeah, it doesn't matter which way I do it, so we'll just do it like this. I never did get any dragons. I don't think I saw a single dragon. I might be wrong. Maybe I saw one and I forgot, but I really do not think I saw a single dragon in this entire arena run. So unfortunately, this is just a 2-3 for 2. Kind of makes you want to play Dragon Warrior, doesn't it? Is that an archetype? Twilight Guardian, I'm pretty sure, is a neutral card. So that's like the important one, the 3/6 taunt as long as you're holding a dragon. Fiery War Axe, so good, even overpriced by 1. Still really freaking good, and those spiders were good too. Good thing I had those on turn 2. Alright, everything's going pretty well. I can't really use the Weaponsmith next turn. I don't want to play Screwjank, because I do... Screwjank, my god, what a terrible name. I don't want to play... Oh man, yeah, don't hit my spider. It hit my spider, god. I don't want to play Screwjank because this deck has a decent chance of activating this battle cry. Unstable Portal. Alright, hopefully this isn't a 3-drop. Man, Unstable Portal, you just never feel good. If they play it, then it's like, ugh, they got a 3-drop. And if they don't play it, then it's like, oh, they have something better. Oh man, are you for real? Oh, that's just terrible. So this isn't good. Well, let's do what we can here. I'm gonna hit that thing, hit him in the face, and then I'm actually gonna go for this. This is a bit risky, but I feel like it's worth trying. Protects my guy from the Divine Shield. Puts out a 5/4, which holds up against this. It trades with the Divine Shield. And the next turn I can always play the Weaponsmith, or this guy and this guy, or the Death Spite. I have a lot of options. This will trade with some 5-drops, certainly with the Taskmaster's help. This is annoying, though. Well, but I think I'm going to go for the Death Spite here. That seems the most logical. Oh, God, did I overdraft these Death Bites? Did I just... Oh, man, maybe I just took too many. I feel like I'm just being swamped with weapons here. It does enable some combos like play Death Spite, trigger Death Straddle, play this, trigger second Death Straddle for kind of board-wide consecration. I'm not seeing any mechs. I might have to play the Screwjank on its own. But I am doing okay on cards, actually. So, survives against this thing. So this thing's actually going to die. Oh, geez, this isn't good. So it survives against the Death Spite. Oh man, I have 3 deaths? You know, that was a mistake. I'm just gonna... I didn't realize I had this many Death Spites. Alright, we're gonna do this. And then this. And there's no point playing Death Spite because I am about to get frozen. So I'm going to waste the Screwjank because at least this way it survives against the Elemental. I figure there's no point playing this dies to Elemental. But then again, I could have whacked it to death with my weapon. Probably should have actually played this thing and put a weapon out. giving her some hard choices. I'm doing okay on cards. Health is a little bit scary, but this hero ability, which sucks, is good for one thing, which is, you know, healing after you get down on health. Alright, well, she has a Frostbolt, and she's freezing this, which is actually kind of cool. Salty Dog. Oh, God. Alright. I'm going to take that 7 damage to the face, am I? Yeah. What am I going to do? Just let it hit me? Might as well kill it. So let's Battle Rage or this guy. Let's go for this guy. I don't need cards right now. I need some board presence. Because if you're going to go dip this low on health against a mage and count on your hero ability to get you back up, you need to have board presence to fight her minions. Now I can actually trigger this Death's Bite by either playing the other Death's Bite or by playing the Weaponsmith, or both. So I can do a little bit of mass removal, sort of, kind of. She's got 2 cards. If those are good, okay, that's really good to see, because that's a pretty crappy card. It does hit real hard, so I'm going to have to kill it, but I got 2 different sources of 2 damage, and then this Death's Rattle will finish this thing off. She hits this, which is great, because now this will die to my Death's Bite, which is fine by me. She pings that, which is irrelevant, because I was probably going to run into this thing anyway. I don't think I was going to hit this thing with Death's Bite. That'd be a little bit greedy. Do I want to do that? I have nothing good to play here. Alright, here's how I'm going to swing this. I'm going to be a little bit greedy. We're going to go ahead and do this and hit the face. Oh, God. What I meant was, I am going to waste that 4 damage to the face for absolutely no reason. Then we're going to do this. So it's not the worst error I've ever made, because at least I still got most of the important stuff that needed to happen. But I really should have dealt 4 extra damage, which could end up mattering later in the game if we're racing. Card-wise, I'm just doing amazingly well here. We got, I can actually buff this thing up to 6, which will kill a lot of things she could play. Some things are going to be out of my reach, but Mana Worm is not one of those. Alright, this is looking good. This is looking real solid here. Real mighty fine. Do I have any one attack stuff? Nope. Okay. Should I try to save this thing by buffing it up with Mukla's Champion? Nope. I'm already ahead on cards. I'd rather play my better minion. And I'm going to hang on to this Abusive Sergeant. So I've got a total of 9 damage I can deal with this. 10 damage I can deal with this thing. Next turn, so I can kill anything she plays. I'm at 15 health. Should be fine health-wise. In fact, after a few more armors ups, I can actually start hitting things with my other Death's Bite. Ah, Polymorph. Okay, so that's fine, because this is a 1-to-1 removal spell, and as I've said many times before, 1-to-1 removal spells are great if you are ahead on cards. Acolyte. Alright, yeah, let's do this. This seems fine. And let's, okay, at 15 health, I'm actually doing alright. Just play Death's Bite and whack her in the face. So I'm getting ready to get an extra card off this Acolyte. She could be at 13 health if I'd remember to hit her in the face that one turn, which would be significantly closer to dying. Fall to your Raider. Is that going to be a problem? No, it's not going to be a problem. Not a problem, because I can actually beef this thing up to hit for 6. So no big deal at all. Unless she Frost Novas here or something. Nope. Okay, great. So let's think about this. Ooh, I have a lot of options. I could buff this up to 4, buff it up to 5. 5, 8, 9, 11. So I cannot also do this. I don't want to hit this with my face. There seems no reason for that. Let's just use Silence. I mean, she's out of cards. This seems totally fine. I can't do the Mukla's Champion and Inspire in the same turn. So wait, why don't we not be dumb? Let's draw cards first. Whirlwind. Okay, doesn't really matter here. I think the Hobgoblin's done his job. I'm going to armor up, and I'm not going to play Raid Leader. I think that when you're ahead this much, you should play around anything. Her main outs are Flame Strike and Deathwing, so I figure might as well play around those. Of course, if she plays Deathwing, I'm really screwed anyway, because I don't have enough to kill it. She got some cards she can't play. Now I think we're going to drop the Champion of Mukla. This shit is bananas, unless she top decks Flame Strike right here. Now, if I had hit her with that other Death's Bite, she'd actually be facing lethal right here, and I would have just whacked her and killed her. So that was a pretty significant mistake. She needs Deathwing or Flame Strike, although Flame Strike, this thing still gives me a card. She's at 4 health, and I probably could have killed her. Alright, wow! Against a mage. Still one of the top dogs in Arena. We actually make it up to 4 wins, which is great. And that was a pretty solid win, too. I don't know why the first 2 wins, or why the first 2 games were so hard. Maybe Priest is a bad matchup against Warrior, or for Warrior. I can't imagine that. Warriors have more board control with their weapons. Battle Rage has actually been pretty good for me here. That was a card I hated for a while, but I guess when you have 3 Death's Bites to trigger it, it becomes a little bit better. Alright, so I can lose right now and be totally fine. I'm gonna have a nice quick video and move on with my life. I chew you. That's a creepy ass name. Let's keep our overpriced Fiery War Axe and still be delighted about it. And this is, of course, total junk, so I'm hoping for something to play. Oh, got the combo. Do you use Elven Archer Execute to kill a 2-drop? I reckon you don't. So I'm hoping that turn late Fiery War Axe will still be enough to slow the opponent down. He has nothing on turn 1, which is great. So I didn't need that Fiery War Axe on turn 2 anyways. Me. Does he have a play here? He has no idea I'm about to drop a Fiery War Axe on his ass. Wow, that's a slow start. He's got a coin and nothing on turn 2. It's extremely rare. So seems like he's got a very reactive hand, probably a lot of spells. Spellbreaker of all my minions. Well, let's see if he has any oozes, I guess. His hand is unimpressive. Stupid monkey, huh? Well, I got a couple of different options here. I could Elven Archer and kill this. Then I lose the Elven Archer Execute combo. So what I'm going to do instead is play this. And just let it sit. So it's just a 4-3 versus a 1-4. Let's just see what he wants to do about it. Whether he has a Wrath or something, or... Please play Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Fang. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all the same crap. So it is a 7-7, but... Elven Archer is actually not too bad here. So, unfortunately, I can't play Elven Archer and Execute and anything else. I could actually... Hold on a sec. Hold on. I could actually take the damage and play Yeti. So I'm trading health for board presence. I think it's actually worth it. So look at this board presence. This is difficult for a Druid to take down. Now he's got 7 cards. I took 7 damage, but I mean I would have taken that much damage from a 2-drop or 2 just hitting me in the face for the first few turns. I actually got a decent chance of surviving until turn 10 and playing this for some good advantage. Alright, this prevents me from playing Mukla's Champion. And it does take care of my minions. So what I could do here is I could actually protect the Spellbreaker by playing the Panda. I am not doing this to be greedy. I'm doing this because there's nothing else for me to do with my time. And having the silence, again, I don't know, it could be useful. Things like big taunts are nice to silence. Ancients of War, which granted are epics, those would be nice to silence. If he hits the Yeti, I can Elven Archer this thing to death, of course, if he doesn't buff it or something. This is pretty nice to silence, wow. I'm kind of amazed he just played that in. He must not have had anything good. So, much as I would love to play the Mukla's Champion and put a banana on this, I just think it makes a whole lot more sense to silence that. Ping the tiger. Hit this. And I'm going to take my 2 cards. I'm just going to take my 2 cards now. I could have waited to try to get more later, but this seems fine. Now, this could have been a Spectral Knight. If he swipes and clears my board, I'm going to really regret that I don't have a Spectral Knight or a Piloted Shredder to bring my stuff back. Oh man, it looks like he's going to leave my stuff alive. And then I can drop a Cult Master and actually have it work, which is a bit scary. I would have still, on the whole, in this situation, rather seen a Spectral Knight come up from my deck. But man, this is great. So Cult Master gives me some more advantage. Let's go ahead and play it. There's no reason to hit this with Unstable Ghoul because these guys are going to die regardless. So I might as well just, like, you know, throw them at this thing. Alexstrasza's champion. Never gonna actually have charge. Clockwork Gnome. Let's think about this. So I could hit this, and then the Spellbreaker has a chance of surviving. That seems pointless. Most 2-drops will kill that Spellbreaker. So what I'm going to do here is just run it in, get the card, and take less damage on my face. Unless, of course, he gets Millhouse or something. He got that thing. Oh, okay, that's not good. I can't kill it. Well, let's play that, and let's play that, and pass the turn. So this is going to kill my Cult Master, unfortunately. I could have protected the Cult Master and at least forced him to shapeshift if it hadn't gotten this really nice drop off Shredder. But hey, good drops off Shredder are things that are just going to happen. You can't expect them to never happen. Shapeshifts anyways. This is one of the few great synergies that you can have as a warrior with Mookla's champion. This pops and the spiders survive. He didn't have to swipe last turn, which is good. Swipe is a common card, a basic card actually, but it's less likely than ever to appear because there's so many expansions out. Oh man, is crazy stuff gonna happen? He's gonna kill my 2/3. It's fine as long as my spiders are still here. This are Magma Rager. That would have been good. Okay, so let's think about my move. If I do this, I still have 2 mana left, which I can play this with, which actually seems pretty good, right? So yeah, let's do this. This. And I'm actually gonna Mookla first, which may seem a little weird, but this allows me to actually have a choice here of how to do this. Yeah, let's keep the spiders unpopped. And do this. Maybe I should have just popped them and hit them and then gotten extra buffs, but I like the idea of buffing it, and then if it dies I can buff it again if he doesn't get rid of this thing. Well, he's got a Starfire. That's pretty significant, killing a 4/3 with a 6 mana spell. I don't care about the card advantage because, of course, I'm already at really huge card advantage here. In fact, I can play Varian, and there's no reason not to. This is a War Golem that draws me 3 cards. Behold the armies of Stormwind. We got... This could have been a Force Tank Max. And, okay. Well, it's not bad. So we kill that thing off, of course, to protect our War Golem. Hit him in his face, and the card advantage I have right now is massive. I can just whack him with Death Bites all day here, pretty much. Unless he's got something crazy going on. He catches up with some Oracles. Alright. It's kind of in a weird spot, because you kind of want to kill this. You don't know if the opponent's going to have it. But you also really need to kill, you know, the 7/7 out here. Claw is gonna pop my spiders with it. That's kind of a weird decision. I guess it was 2 damage either way. I've really got to count my damage here. So we got this is actually 5 damage. This is 4. That's 9, and this gives another 2 for 10. So it's 11 damage from my hand. Well, clearly that is enough to win. Without counting too much. Let's save 1 minion for the... Oh my god! I totally forgot about the raid leader. Well, anyway, it was really overshooting it, so it's fine. Bonkety, schlonkety. Alright, that was a really solid win. I mean, I dominated that game just completely on cards. Even before Varian, I had just a big old fat hand. But I had a really good draw. That guy was slow. He had, like, nothing in the first couple of turns. And, like, I armored up, and he shapeshifted, and then he, by the time he was playing 3 drops, I had my quote-unquote Fiery War Axe, and it was fine. Alright, well, should Warrior go to the bottom of the rotation after starting out 0-2 and then making it to 5? I guess it'd be kind of bitchy of me to do that. Here we've got our really tough matchup. Paladin's always the worst. We do have a 2/3 for 2, which is something. I'm not going to keep Death Spite. I actually might have kept it, except that I have 3 of them in the deck, so it seems a bit silly too. We have a curve here. This is a bit of a faux curve. It's, you know, fake. It's not really that much of a curve. Leopard Gnome. Alright, should I do Whirlwind to kill Leopard Gnome? What I'm going to do is be a little bit greedy. I'm going to wait and see what he does. If he makes a recruit here, I'd rather just Whirlwind and kill both the recruit and the Leopard Gnome. Plays a real card. Well, I probably, you know what? I should have listened to my own advice. A good option now is better than the best option later. Should have just whirlwinded 1-for-1, kill that leper gnome. I've got 3 Death's Bite in here. I'm going to be able to deal with recruits. He had a really good start here. Turn 1, turn 2. Is he on curve? He totally is. Now this leper gnome that I could have killed and didn't kills my 2-drop, which would still be alive. Well, it wouldn't still be alive, but it would have at least taken a chunk out of this guy. Alright, King's Defender, luckily, is an amazing card. Let's see, they both do the same amount of damage if you take away the buff, so I might as well take less damage to my face. This is a lot of damage from the leper gnome, from him having a fast curve. But I'm a warrior. Taking damage early is the thing I know how to do well. So we're just gonna take the heat, basically. Alright, here I think it makes sense to play... Wait, is this... Oh, this is permanent! Oh my god, I did not realize that was permanent. I thought that was like an abusive sergeant, because the abusive sergeant's till the end of the term. That's a permanent buff. Oh my god, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I feel so ashamed. Oh my god. I've just been trash-talking that card this entire time, just completely dismissing it. But the fact that it's permanent makes it totally different. I should start taking it more highly. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, well, luckily he just made a bunch of recruits here, so I'm going to kill them all for 1 mana. That's pretty good. Is he going to kill my minion? Oh yes, he's not putting any pressure against my face. This is so good. So I could take the Acolyte and Whirlwind and get a card, but that's obviously the wrong move. Clearly you need to play the Yeti, get your best minions down. When you're behind like this, you need to get your best minions down so that you don't get burned down. I've got the health disadvantage, the card advantage. He's got 4 cards, I got 4 cards, I got buffs. I can take down anything. The one thing I cannot buff is this thing's health, which is really annoying because he played that. Ugh, well, I guess we'll just play Cult Master here. Ah, Death's Bite. Wow. So do I really do this? Death's Bite? Go down to 6. Go back up to 8. Alternative is what? Cult Master, kill, get a card. Taskmaster? I've got a pretty strong board that way too. This seems fine. Haunted Creeper, I think, is actually not as good as killing that recruit. Okay. So, I'm at a high enough health total that he shouldn't be able to kill me outright. This Cult Master is a little bit of a challenge to kill. Consecration, I guess, would be really good for him here. Oh, this guy. Damn. Well, at least I can clear his board. No! He played another card. Damn. Alright, what I need is another weapon. If I got another weapon so I could trigger the death rattle the same turn I play it, that'd be awesome. Doesn't happen. This doesn't buff my raid leader enough, or my cruel taskmaster enough. So let's do this, this, and how afraid am I of dying? He's got me down to 4. It's greedy to play something like an Acolyte right here, or even the spiders. Alright, let's do this. It's a bit expensive, but it prevents me from dying to random bullshit. I've got 5 damage here that I can use, and also get a card off of Acolyte. The Lord of the Arena? Well, it'll die to my weapon. I'm gonna get hit pretty hard by it. I'm gonna go down to 3 health. But then I can go back up to 5. Yeah, alright. We'll do it. So I'm going to put this down first to get that card. And we will armor up to go back up to 5. Play the Harvest Golem. Pass the turn. So can you deal 5 damage? It's possible. Charge Creature plus Blessing. Or Reckless Rocketeer. Crucible and Hammer. There's a lot of ways you can deal 5 damage. But if I don't die this turn, then I might have a chance. Oh man, this thing is really good. Jeez. Okay, so I can't really use the Death's Bite against this without being a little bit nutso. So, Clockwork Knight, is this helpful? Well, shoot, it's not. Because this only goes up to 4 with the help of Raid Leader and the Knight, so I have to throw the Recruit at this Crusader, unfortunately. That really is too bad. Unless I throw the Recruit at this and hope I get something good like an Execute. When you're behind, take risks. Is that a good risk to take? What do I have here? I have Abusive Sergeant. I have Screwjank. Got Execute. There's a lot of cards here that'll help me. I'm going to go for it. When you're behind, take some risks. That's not exactly what I needed. No taunt. So, yep. Let's do this. Should I hit it with Death's Bite just to kill it? No, because then I'll die. Because it is. So I have to have enough mana to armor up. So I have to armor up. That might have just been a really dumb play. So he only needs to deal 2 damage now. A bunch of Paladin cards that he got from this could kill me, like Hammer, True Silver, Consecrate, Avenging Wrath. In fact, it does seem he got it. Enter the Coliseum. Oh, wow. That gets rid of a lot of my stuff. Luckily, I get some spiders in the Golem and whatever. And he has an Acolyte. So he destroyed my Acolyte without letting me get any more cards. Varian, huh? Do I play this and not armor up? I can't kill him, can I? 5, 7, 8, 9, 13. No, can't kill him. 17. Can't quite do it. If I play this, I don't have any taunt that I could get. I really should just be armoring up every turn. So let's armor up. Let's play this thing. Now, I'd like to keep this thing alive. So we'll trade like this. Kill the Acolytes. Do this. Play this. Hit him in the face. So he's got lots of chances to find that True Silver. I really should have killed that 5/5 instead of trying to kill that Recruit. It's kind of unfortunate why I chose to go for that. He's got 3 cards, needs 4 damage. Lots of things will do the job. This I don't care about. I don't care if he heals himself. That's fine. Because I'm playing the card advantage game here. I just need to not die. And he gets a Grizzly. Okay, I luck out a little bit that he didn't kill himself. Or that he didn't kill me. And here, I could play Varian, but I really just want to heal up so that if he top decks True Silver, he doesn't have the auto win. Can I win? See, I could do this, execute, and then I hit for what? 6, 10, 12, let's say 16? No. So we do this, whackety, smackety, clackety, do. I might have wanted to consider hitting him with Deathwing and wasting that other 2 damage. The reason for that being, if this was already at 1, I could whack face and execute, kill something. But the spider does approximately the same job. Alright, Dark-Eyed Dwarf. Buff is not permanent, thankfully. And Coghammer. Ugh. That's not good. So I'm in a little bit of trouble here. It's going to be difficult for me to clear this board. I can play Varian. Then I really don't get to use Execute here. I could just whack this thing. But here's the deal, right? I need to armor up because he's actually got a lot of damage all of a sudden. So really, I have to do a sort of nasty play. There's no point hitting this guy. I might as well just do this to pop that, and then this. Hit him in the face so the Death Rattle is ready to go, and armor up to 8. Alright, so he hits me down to 6. One card's not going to deal 6 unless it's Avenging Wrath. As long as this isn't huge pressure, because I'm already got the kill for his Recruit. As long as this isn't super huge pressure, I can sneak Varian out and maybe try to win. So I'm down to 6. Oh, he got some kind of removal card. Perfect. Alright, so we hit face to kill that Recruit. I want to make sure I do this before I play Varian so that all the stuff I get doesn't get damaged. Kel'Thuzad, by the way, probably would have been better because I could have played it and armored up in the same turn, and that would have been really significant. Alright, should I coin Elven Archer? I don't see the point of that, so we'll just pass the turn here. So he needs 4 damage. True Silver won't do it because he's asked to attack to deal his 2 damage. Does he get it? Oh my god, I think he got it. So that's 2 damage. Does this card deal 2 damage? The answer is it Consecration? Is this a bad manner Recruit, or does he just not have it? He doesn't have it. Oh my god, well played. Well, yeah, I misdrafted. The Varian was cool, but I mean, these guys are just irrelevant, right? So, I should have taken Kel'Thuzad, and I will remember that for next time. Not that this is likely to come up again, but I think Kel'Thuzad was the right play. Would have let me play him and armor up, which was really important at that point of the game. Of course, I really bungled it. I don't know why I didn't kill that 5/5 with my minions. I would have left him with a 1/1. Still would have drawn a card. Yeah, I just took 5 extra damage. Well, not 5, let's say I took 4 extra damage, because the recruit would have hit me otherwise, and that made all the difference at the end. Alright, we're hanging on in there. Another paladin. Alright, Shinigami the paladin. Man, if that last guy had had like a True Silver, Hammer, Consecration, or like even a Murloc Knight just for that snowballing effect, at any point I would have been completely screwed. I was very lucky he didn't have any of those cards, because he was obviously got a high record to be facing me at this point. It was 5-2. It's pretty lucky he had no good cards. Alright, there's our Fiery War Axe for turn 3. Please just pass the turn, for the love of God. Being first player, it's not too bad. As long as they pass turn 1, it's okay. You just armor up, and then you can play Fiery War Axe on turn 3, kill whatever they play. Otherwise, you'd just be playing Fiery War Axe on turn 2 anyway to get ready. Arcane Reaper. Man, I got too many weapons. There's one person who always complains that I always have too many weapons in my warrior run. Like, not that I take too many, but that, like, I am offered so many weapons and that he never gets weapons in his warrior runs. I'm sorry, I don't know why I just always get so many weapons in my warrior runs, but that's what it is. So, do I toss out the raid leader? I think in context, it's just better to play these spiders. They survive against this weapon better. And then I can play the raid leader later. I will play raid leader if it means killing something with the help of a buff, but here I can just kill it with my Fiery War Axe. Hut, and hike. Probably overdrafted the weapons. I probably should not have 3 Death Spites and an Arcanite Reaper and the King's Defender. Well, the King's Defender I wouldn't trade away for anything, but I probably should not have taken one of those Death Spites. I don't remember if there was like a bad pack or something and I had to. Fairy Dragon this might be the time to play the raid leader. Wait, what am I talking about? Of course not. You just play the Siege Engine here, not raid leader. So we do Siege Engine, and then I can kill his Fairy Dragon with my face. I can kill his recruit with my Spider. Spider's another good card I have here on top of Whirlwind and 3 Death Spites for dealing with his recruits. And this guy, a bit tough for a paladin to kill us. He's going to have pretty much a Hammer of Wrath here. Peacekeeper is not a good. No, because I still gain attack every time I armor up. If I want to, I can even play Spellbreaker. That does stop future attack gains, but it allows me to kill the Peacekeeper immediately. So if I silence this and kill his Peacekeeper, he does then get to finish me off with his weapon that he's oh so carefully hoarding here. Silverhand Regent, eh? Cruel Taskmaster. Well, let's think. I could actually play Raid Leader. Buff these up to 2 apiece. Run in, Taskmaster, or run in here, obviously. Taskmaster, finish it off. Unfortunately, this doesn't quite kill that guy, and I don't want to use Execute on a 3/3. I could play Arcanite Reaper, just whack it. It's a bit overkill, but I could do it. And then I could coin. I don't have a coin. Why don't I think I have a coin? This is not a coin. I could Arcanite Reaper that, and then I can't do anything else, and then this thing doesn't die. So I really can't clear his board, is what we're getting at here. Unless, of course, I do this and Cruel Taskmaster. No, that doesn't actually work at all, because I can't Cruel Taskmaster these spiders. Damn. Alright, let's try it. Don't know if it's the right play, but as I like to say, it's the play I'm gonna make. So we do this, and then we just armor up, pass turn. I could have put the Siege Engine back in my hand, but that would have been a bit greedy. So he can kill us with his weapon, he can kill my 4/3 with his 3/3. I got the spiders out versus 6-drop. I'm actually okay with this, because he does go up a card, but that's fine. So he goes up a card. I'd rather him go up a card than take over the board. Still can't kill a 3/3 annoyingly, and he won't pop my spiders for me because he's a doo-doo face. That's a good drop. Alright, so let's do this. I'm not going to pop a Taskmaster here. Let's do that. Let's armor up. And that's it. So now I've got a pretty good board. Consecration plus the Peacekeeper lets him wipe me. I'd rather he didn't have a Consecration, but I was pretty lucky that other guy didn't have any Consecrations. I feel like my luck's kind of run out. Okay, last time Murloc Knight got played, he wrecked me because he got the perfect Murlocs each time. Can you please just get like a junk Murloc? Thank you! Ah, thank you so much. Alright, so this could have been a whole lot worse. Do I play Arcanite Reaper here? I think I do. Because I can just, let's see. We need to kill this. Do I use the Taskmaster for it or pop my Spider? Let's go ahead and use the... Wait. If I play Raid Leader, I can actually use my Spider to kill this. That seems better. So we'll do this. This. That. And a little bit overkill. Actually, it's not that overkill. Death Bite would have killed it, but not the Fiery War Axe. So this is a pretty good board state. I have 5 real cards and a big weapon. He's got 6 real cards and a dude. He's got the play. It's anyone's game here. I can deal like 10 damage with my stuff, so I'm not concerned about bringing big things down. This guy got no dragons. It's just a junk 2/3. This guy could be good. I need to top deck some good cards here, actually. I don't have anything good right here. Okay, that's just a 6/6, mercifully. Glad it's not any more than that. Oh, if I had Whirlwind, it would be so great. I could whack this with my face and then Whirlwind away his crap. So, do I take 6 damage killing this Crusher? That's the thing. I whack it with my face, finish it off with Taskmaster, clear off his little 1/1s. And then I'm at 15 health. I mean, it seems alright. I could also kill it with Kor'kron Elite and Cruel Taskmaster. Doesn't that just seem safer? Save my Execute. Save my weapon. That seems fine. Wait, that's wrong. Actually, no, it's not wrong. It's all the same, really. Whether I Cruel Taskmaster after or before, my Kor'kron was going to die. And rather than armoring up, I'm going to play this guy. Unless he has Equality Consecrate, this isn't really overextending because he's got 3 health. So 6 cards to 5 and a weapon. And this, which I don't really count as a card. But it could be used to replay Cruel Taskmaster, I suppose. That might be nice. Kraken. Well, I'm glad I saved my Execute. Christ. So I think I will use Execute here. There's really just, I mean, what is he ever going to play that's bigger than this for executing? Can I kill him? Hang on. I should check for that, shouldn't I? 5, 10, 12. No, I can't kill him. So we'll do this. Execute. This. Armor. And yeah, he could play another Kraken. I might not be able to burn him down in time if he plays another Kraken. Let's say he kills the Raid Leader. I got, it'll be 6, 11 damage. Not enough to kill, and I'm out of cards. Yeah, this is scary because he has more cards than me. My only advantage is that my cards are on the board. If he can get rid of my board, he's going to win this game. True Silver to kill the Raid Leader. His health total stays the same, so I'm still 2 damage shy of killing him. This tells me he's not playing Consecration, though, which is good. Bomb Lobber kills another one of my minions. Unfortunately, this means Acolyte's not as good if I top deck it now. Bash, what a card. I wish this were drawing me a card instead of giving me armor, but I'll take it. So, he kills off the 2/3, stays at 9 health. I can drop him down to 4. Should I do that? I have to. I've got 3 Death Spites in here. Here's the problem. If I hold this in my hand and I top deck Death Spite, I don't have the kill. So I need to do it like this. That way if he, by some miracle, plays no healing and no taunt, Death Spite actually wins me the game. I gotta hope I top deck it soon, because anytime he plays a healing or a taunt, oh my god, this is a huge joust. If he actually gets this health off, then I have almost no chance of winning. The fact that he played a joust card suggests he doesn't have a real healing card, because clearly if it was at 4 health, you would, you know, play whatever you needed in order to survive. Okay, he has no healing and no taunt for now. Let's kill him, because 2 damage was enough. Yay! Alright, that was a bit cheap. I'm not gonna lie. He clearly beat me on cards. I didn't do anything spectacular that game. I got lucky that I top decked. Like, usually when I top deck a win, I will say that I wasn't lucky because my opponent was lucky earlier. I don't think he really had anything in that game that was that lucky. Like, he didn't consecrate. True Silver came too late. He never could clear my board of like 2 and 3 health minions until the very end. Even until the very end, I still had that 2/2 sitting around. I don't think he was that lucky that game. So that was a good top deck. I did have a bunch of things that would have won it for me though, because I had that card and I had 3 death spites. I mean, I only needed to deal 2 damage. I don't know how much stuff besides my weapons actually deals damage here, but I had a fair number of outs. Still, it's good that I got one. Alright, we're up against Gust the Rogue. Easy mulligan choice. And Clockwork Gnome was the MVP there, letting me reuse my Taskmaster, allowed me to use Execute very efficiently. Got a bit of a hole on turn 2, but when do I not, right? And we got a not very good 5-drop to top deck in a bad hand type of situation. Hey, whatever, I made it to 7 wins in a row from 0-2. I am thrilled to bits with this deck. If I lose to a rogue here, then so effing be it. Aha, well played, okay. Here's where it would have actually been nice to have a real Fiery War Axe as opposed to a fake one. I would have liked to play that there, kill her knight, and then be able to play this next turn. Now I have to play this to kill whatever she plays, and I don't get to put this on the table until turn 4 when it's not really that impressive. Well, I would only play this if she played... I was actually going to say something like a Murloc Tidehunter. That's the only time I'd play Acolyte here, and since it is so good against her board, I will play it. So make her scramble a little bit for how she wants to solve this conundrum. Probably a Silence is her best bet. She still has coin. She could coin a Spellbreaker out. Not that she's likely to have it. That's actually also a pretty good answer. Damn, so I'd still get a card, but I just didn't get to kill both of her creatures. Alright, we're doing this whole schmoozoozle again. Trying to get Varian Rin on turn 10. Death's Bite seems pretty good here. I'm not gonna wait and like not hit this Chow, I'll just kill it. She plays Ascension, her whole board's dead. She plays a Yeti, her whole board's dead, and I spend no mana. So this is just a really ugly situation for her to be looking at. So if she plays a 5-drop, probably like a Spectral Knight, I'm thinking. Shadowpan Rider. Oh, she gets to coin out and gets the Boulder Fist Ogre. Very nice. Ouch. That thing does not die to my Death's Bite. Oh my god, that's pretty good. Now, you might say, Papa Boris, this is not that great because, you know, you don't get to play your 5-drop. My 5-drop was gonna die to that Shadowpan Rider, so might as well just stick out a new weapon and call it a day. Hate that I can't really play Mookla's Champion next turn, but card-wise I'm doing great. Deathlord. Man, not too bad. This dies to King's Defender plus Siege Engine. And this thing isn't that impressive, so I'm actually okay with this. Should I play Panda so that I can armor up? That seems pointless. I might as well just do this. The extra health is significant. Because the Panda dies to this, and Dagger. Actually, she just makes a Dagger. Doesn't even have to hit the Panda. It'll die to the Deathlord plus the Squire. So all I'm really trying to do is just survive till turn 10 without being too far behind. I could have put Taunt on this, but I don't really see the point of doing that. By the way, note that this can actually be used to give an enemy minion taunt, so you can actually get stuff that's hiding behind a Deathlord, which, you know, might be useful. Like, I could actually taunt the Squire and then kill it. Well, I'm not going to do that this turn. I'd rather just, you know, kill the Deathlord. So let's see what I get out of the Deathlord before I make any further commitments. There's a lot of bad cards in my deck. Got a pretty good one, though. That's solid. Let's see. I could go Mookla's Champion, armor up, buff this to be a 5/4. Eh, still dies to the Shredder, and this still dies to the Shredder. So I could bash and get a 2-drop to pop out of here. It could be a 3/2, then it'll kill this, unfortunately. Wait, what if I did this and armored up and killed... Ah, the problem is, I do this, I armor up, and this thing just dies to the Squire, plus Dagger. Or she could remake the Dagger, buff this up. So yeah, that doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Let's just bash that, see what she gets. A 2/2, very nice, so we can kill that. And I'm gonna make a greedy move here. I will actually play the Panda and protect my Korkron. Now I could have protected this as well. Both of those are greedy moves. What I like about protecting the Korkron, she had the free kill against it with the Dagger. Then she could have remade a Dagger, and this would have killed the 6/3. As it is, she's still probably going to do that. But this way I have a 4/3 Charger in my hand, which could be useful later. Health-wise, I'm totally fine. Not a concern at all. I'm winning on cards. Ah, this is probably bad, because she wouldn't be playing this unless she was going to get value out of it. So like maybe an Eviscerate here for my Panda. Cold Blood on this seems odd. But it does make sense. If she can clear my board, then even a 6-1 would be difficult for me to kill without having to throw my, you know, face at it or something. Okay, seems like she's having regrets, because she's only got 3 cards. I figure it wasn't that difficult to plan out a Pyromancer move, so it seems like she regrets what she did. Oh, she plays the oil, so the Pyromancer kills that, and then she uses the face to kill that. Aha, so that's actually a good move. I take it all back. So this thing is alive and kicking, and I have to take 6 face damage. I could play Cultmaster Kor'kron, kill it, get a card. Problem with that, of course, is that the oil just kills my Cultmaster after that. So what I'd rather do is take the face damage here, play the Kor'kron and the Cultmaster, and hit her face. So my thinking here is obviously you got to kill the Cultmaster now. Drop to 13 health, drop to 9, and then this is actually lethal over a couple of turns. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Spell damage, Fan of Knives maybe here? No, she doesn't have Fan of Knives. Does she have a backstab for the Kor'kron? It would kill it even without spell damage. Well, obviously, by playing this, she demonstrates not having backstab, so that's good. Unfortunately, with this thing having 6 health, it doesn't quite get killed by the Kor'kron, even if the Kor'kron's buffed by the champion. Let's take a quick look here. What do we got? 4 plus 5 is 9 damage. She's got me to 13, 12 with 2 cards. Yeah, I'm threatening lethal with this Arcanite Reaper, so you know what we're going to do? I'm going to Battle Rage to get 2 cards. Screw jank! Oh god. We're going to do this. I'm just going to go for face here. I think this is one of those times where it's not like I'm desperate, but it's just, what's she going to do? She has to have healing or taunt or weapon removal with 2 cards to stop from dying. It's a bit of a tall order. And none of her trades are that favorable anyway. This doesn't have taunt. Does she have a Defender of Argus? She doesn't. Alright, so well played. I cannot believe that this actually is going above 45 minutes, this video. That's amazing. Well, after a couple of really tough games, not just a couple, the losses were obviously tough, but even some of the wins were a little tough too. I've actually won 8 straight wins with Warriors, so this is like a testament to, you know, Warriors don't always suck. You can have a good run with Warriors. And I'm sure if I had lost one of those games, like before getting up here, I'd be like, ah, Warriors suck. I'm not going to play them anymore because they're dumb. So it's all just very heavily biased by the fact that I'm doing well. But, I mean, I bet a lot of people are going to be like, well, duh, of course if you get a ton of weapons. But you got to think of it this way. I mean, Warriors have a lot of weapons to get. A lot of which are common. Fiery War Axe, Wrathy Weaponsmith, Arcanite Reaper, Death's Bite, all common. Now you got the new TGT card, which is a rare, but TGT cards are more likely to appear. So, I don't know, there's a lot of weapons out there for you to get. I feel like it's not like horrifically unlikely to get some weapons in your draft. But maybe if I didn't have any of these weapons, then I wouldn't be doing so well. Alright, we got a Cogmaster here. I don't like what I'm about to do at all. But I'm going to play... Oh, never mind. I'm going to play Clockwork Gnome, which is totally fine to play. I was thinking I was going to play Abusive Sergeant and just waste the Battle Cry and then let him Shapeshift kill it. But this is fine. So I get a spare part. And... oh, he even gave me something to kill with Cruel... That was actually... could not have been more perfect. If he'd Shapeshifted, then it's like, do you waste the Cruel Taskmaster? Eh. You don't want to coin a Raid Leader out. But this is perfect because it gives me a target for the Taskmaster. He does cycle for a card. So, I'm not really ahead unless you count this Finicky Cloak Field. But this is looking good. I can deal up to 4 damage. Oh! Harvest Golem. Pretty good here. I could play Raid Leader, attack, and then, like, coin Cloak Field the Raid Leader to stop the 2-1. You know what? Whatever. This is the time to use the Yeti. So, the Golem does get to kill my Taskmaster. And also, deal 2 damage to my Yeti. And then also a thing comes back. Maybe I should have just Abusive Sergeant and killed this. Oh, God, that's not good. So he gets a... what? Oh, man, he got a coolant from it. No, that's so bad. I don't get to kill any of his stuff now, and he gets to set up better trades. Shoot. I did not tragically get my Spellbreaker, and I don't have my coin anymore for playing a 5-drop here. This was rough. There's no real point to throwing the raid leader out here. There's just none. Like, I can't justify it no matter how I look at it. So I just hid my Yeti so that it was stealthed during the turn that it was frozen, so that it can come back and kill this damn thing. Ah! Balls. So I can whirlwind, but then if I'm whirlwinding, I'm not playing Siege Engine. Should I just play the 5/5? 5/5 Rat's not even that good here. Alright, whirlwind it is. Get rid of the first iteration of that stupid golem. And should I play Raid Leader? Should I have played Raid Leader first so the Yeti could have just traded into this engine? Maybe. Then maybe whirlwind was a mistake. Ah, that's probably true. Well, when you're behind, play a bunch of crap. You know what? I'm gonna do this. This is not the most sexy use of execute, and druids do have big minions, but when you're behind, you just gotta do something. I had to clear that board out. So you can shapeshift kill this, use a damage golem to kill that. Yeah, he just had a really strong run at the beginning. Didn't get my weapons, which, haha, they are pretty important cards. All I need is a good minioneer and he wins. I'm responding to a 6-drop with a 5/5. It's just not strong enough. This is alright as well. Clears my board out. And then there's 5/2 or a 2/5. He goes for the 5/2. Damn. Smart. Now I can kill my 5/5. Alright, we got Death's Bite though. Just in the nick of time. So now I can kill anything up to 5 health. This plus armor up does nothing, so Mookless Champion's just looking stupid here. I can get a 6/5 though if I armor up. Let's see if he's got something with 6 health or more. That's what he needs. Ah, he's got the tiger. Well, it's interesting here. I mean, I could play this and let him trade the tiger into it, or I can just sit and do nothing. Wait for the tiger to reveal itself and hit it and kill it, but I think that's just a bit too passive. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this and try to urge him to trade his tiger into this thing, and then hopefully he doesn't have anything good. I mean, on turn 7 he played a 5/5, so maybe he doesn't have anything good. Obviously turn 8 he could have Iron Bark. If so, then that is so. But you got to take your risk somewhere. So he does trade. Does he have the Iron Bark? Survey says. Survey says. Oh, this is going to die unless he gets a taunter up. Which he does. He taunts this thing itself. Yep. So it survives my thingamaboob. Alright, let's play this to get an extra card. I'll still deal 5 damage to that Yeti. It's a goodly amount of damage. Hobgoblin. Oh, the pain. Alright, we're going to do this. This is a bit of a tech play here. Because I want to buff these spiders. So I don't want to play Hobgoblin right here. Wait a minute. Did I play this? I could have just played Hobgoblin spiders right now. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Well, I'm just dumb. There's nothing more to be said about that. I should have just played a Hobgoblin in a spider tank that regenerates. Would have been much better than playing that thing. Whoops. Sorry, I'm bad. Alright, so, I can deal up to 3 damage. I need a silence pretty soon here. Arcanite Reaper. Yeah, it's pretty good. I actually don't need to buff this with Abusive Sergeant if I use Arcanite Reaper, but then I only have 4 mana left, so I can't play Hobgoblin and Spiders. I could Abusive Sergeant, see if I get, like, a cheaper weapon. No, we know how good that turns out. Alright, no, we're just gonna get a card first. And if I don't get, like, an Execute, I already used Execute. Damn. Yeah, I have to just do this. This kind of blows. I'm getting a little low on health here. And we'll play a 2/3. That's actually fine. So I'm down to 8 health, 7 health. I should have played these thing in the spiders. That would have just been so much better, having 2 things out rather than 1. I screwed up. Screwed the pooch, as they say. Clockwork Knight. Well, it'll die, but I'm getting low on health. I'm going down to 5 health, down to 2 health, down to 1 health, but that's what I gotta do. Bonk. Oh wait, no, I'm actually at 3 health. After it hits me down to 4, down to 3, yeah. Should I play this thing? It might distract him and he might shapeshift it. But I think the buff is more valuable. So I'm just gonna do this. Because basically right now I've got up to 5 damage with Haunted Creeper and Abusive Sergeant. I think that's worth keeping. Hopefully it doesn't have anything with more than 5 health off the top. Or 4 damage, either of which kills me. This is actually really good, because that'll kill him. Oh, he's going for the face. Interesting. That lets me keep my Hobgoblin for an extra turn. Very interesting indeed. So he's hoping for a top deck swipe, maybe? Or Argent Commander. King's Defender. Can't really hit any minions with that one. Well, let's kill this. And kill this. I'm going to save the Death's... Wow, should I save the Death's Bite? It can be so useful for that damage, but right now, in context of the situation, that Death's Bite is a liability. So we'll put out the other weapon instead and armor up. 4. Let's see if he got anything that can deal damage. He needs 3 damage to kill me, so Wolf Rider wins the game. Because if he's killing the Hobgoblin, that means he does not have the damage, so I can deal up to 5 damage with these spiders. Is he going to change their attack and defense? It's going to freeze him. Oh, what a motherfucker. Well, that sucks. So here I have to do some dumbass bullshit. To kill this thing without taking damage, we're going to... Wait a minute. If it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we do this. Then we do this. And this. And that. Not the greatest situation. He's at full health. I have nothing. And he really needed, like, Varian at some point. Although, I couldn't have played Varian at any time here. Kel'Thuzad would have been good. I can Kel'Thuzad and Shapeshift. Did he get, like, a Wrath? No, Wrath would let him kill a spider and, draw a card. So he would have used it if he drew that. Starfall, maybe, is what he got? Elven Archer, everybody! Well, we gotta do this. And you know what? I'm gonna actually play this thing because this thing's gonna be dead to Shapeshift next turn, so I might as well just have this on the field for extra damage. I can deal up to, after he kills this, I can deal up to 2 damage, which I think is worth it. 3 if you count the Death's Bite. Gets a Nourish for 3 cards. That's really bad for me. I needed Varian. This would have been a good turn to have Varian because I had nothing else to do, and he played nothing the previous turn. But unfortunately, my Legendary was too far back. Alright, this is a really good card for him. I have no taunt in this deck. Never did get any taunt. Spellbreaker does me no good. So, have to armor up. Can't use my weapon, of course, because it kills my own stuff. Sure. Let's just play stuff. So, he's the guy where I got 8 health. He has me down to 3, down to 2. He only needs 2 damage to win, and he's got 4 cards to do it with. My odds are small, but it was a really good run, making it this far. This actually, if he wins this joust, it's pretty much over. Ah, he wins the joust. I can't come back from a taunt Divine Shield. There's just no way. Prevents me from using my weapon. And then this thing's obviously pointless. But he's just gonna kill me next turn. Shoot, that was just too good. Panda, I could pick this up and replay it. But even then, I don't have enough damage just to kill his stuff. That was well played. That was a good run. Can't really complain about how far I went. The weapons really were important. If I didn't have so many weapons, maybe I had 1 weapon too many, but if I didn't have so many weapons, I would have not done as well. They were very significant. So it might just be the same story as always, Warriors. Bad if you don't get weapons. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. If you want to stick around, feel free to see what prize I got. Oh man, for those of you sticking around, I gotta share this with you. This is like one of the greatest comments I've ever seen on my channel. I'm gonna look it up while we get these prizes here. Ooh, very nice. 215 gold for 8 wins. It's really, really solid. Slurry-speaking man-child swears at kids card game. Don't forget to cross-post to r/cringe while you're at it. Oh my god. What a 13-year-old. So we got a classic pack here, which I guess, I don't know. Technically, it's still probably better than Goblins versus Gnomes, but like I'm just so sick of seeing Goblins versus Gnomes packs. I'll take that one, and that was a little bit of extra dust compared to your usual pickup. Because there's an extra rare in there. So an extra, like, 15 dust or something. Pretty nice. Let's take a sneak peek at our arena. Yep. Okay. Well, I've got mostly free reign here because I just finished up the last class that I hadn't played with before. What the hell? That's a weird bug. Arena? Oh, okay. So we've played Hunter twice and Shaman twice, which means I could do Warlock or Rogue. I don't like Warlock very much, so I'm probably going to do Rogue. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Slurry speaking man-child.